I'm starting with Mark. This is my story, and I'm sticking to it. It's the very first one we received. Sunday, February 24th. A story about Mom, Lois. Back in 1985, some significant events happened. One was Heidi was born, and the other was Mom came to be with us in Germany as a result. It was then that I was sworn to secrecy, but the statute of limitations has long run out. Mom made me promise never to tell anyone this story, so I'm writing it down instead.
That's not fair.
Wow, Nana, watch your mouth.
Look how pretty. Mom's visit was everything we expected, and one thing nobody expected. Pam and little Heidi were sleeping on Mom's last day, and it was my responsibility to get Mother to the airport. It was an hour drive and a very early flight. We departed Treben-Trebach and headed for the Frankfurt airport. We enjoyed our conversation in the car and talked about the importance of her visit. There was plenty of gratitude from my side, and I sensed a little uneasiness from her. Then the unimaginable happened. Out of the blue, the most prim and proper mother-in-law of all the world broke wind.
Well put.
Yes! Soon, the small amount of air inside the vehicle was consumed by a green cloud with an awful smell. But of course, it was not acknowledged.
Mark.
I must have grimaced ever so slightly because the next words out of her mouth were something I thought I would never hear Lois say. Stop the car! I can't hold it any longer! My first reaction was to assume this was a joke, and I laughed. But I soon understood that this was, in fact, not funny at all. Mom was in the predicament of either sacrificing her dignity to me in the next few minutes or spending the rest of the day receiving dirty looks from every person within 300 feet of her. And remember, we were going to the airport. My next reaction was to immediately scan the area for a high-class, upscale piece of porcelain Mother could use to solve all her problems. But I was soon reminded that this was not a joke. She was dead serious, and I had better immediately stop the car, to which I complied. I knew this was not going to be pretty, but I had to make the best of a bad situation and prove to Mother once and for all that I was in fact a perfect gentleman. I parked the car under an overpass in a location that would make viewing this spectacle virtually impossible for a passing motorist. My selection also made it easy for Mother to exit and immediately drop trow. I was instructed to keep looking forward, and under no circumstances was I to leave the vehicle or turn around. The very next thing I saw can never be described. I am confident Mother had forgotten about the side view mirror. In that moment, there was an eerie silence. I quickly fumbled through the vehicle compartments in search of some sanitary wipes that might come in handy. I found a handful of McDonald's napkins and offered them with my hand out the driver's window. They were quickly scraped from my hand with a modest "thank you." It was quiet, but I heard it. The entire process took less than 2 minutes, but it seemed like an eternity. Mother re-entered the vehicle with the statement, "If you ever tell anyone, I will kill you." Followed by "and thank you for being a gentleman about this." Nothing was said during the rest of the trip to the airport. Once there, I unloaded Mom's belongings and sent her on her way with a kiss and a hug, and a promise never to speak about this to anyone.
Write it.
And again, in keeping with my promise, I wrote it down. I do have something else to write. I love my mother-in-law dearly. This is a woman whom I am so very lucky to have in my life. We have shared many wonderful moments together. This was just not one of them. The others are too numerous to count. I am truly blessed that she has influenced me to be the man I am today. both directly with her words and actions and indirectly through her daughter. Mom, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for every little smile, big frown, encouraging word, and a mound of helpful advice. I truly love you, and I am proud to call you Mom. Mark.